and this is going to be epic. We're gonna do something we've never done before.
It's okay, go a little further.
And we are walking down towards the White House.
Through fear is fear itself.
You can't just like schedule this like online. This is pretty epic. These tours have been closed for a while.
Lock her up and you high five.
So I've never seen this at a campground before. Is there any better place to watch the fireworks on the 4th of July than in our nation's capital of Washington, D.C.? Last week we left you in Williamsburg, Virginia, where we had a hands-on history lesson, rode roller coasters, and this week we are headed to our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. From iconic monuments to unexpected gems, this trip was anything but ordinary. Let's show you how we pulled it off, and how you can too. On the way, we made a quick stop at a place called Mount Vernon, where Mr. George Washington himself resided. This is where history just isn't told, it's lived. From the mansion to the farm, this place brings the past to life. After a quick walk around, we arrived at our campground for the week, and this place is epic. We'll share more about that a little later in the video. So we've found that public transportation in a lot of places is really like the best way to go. So we have 3-day metro tickets that we're going to be using to get in and out of DC. So we just got off the metro and we are walking down towards the White House. This is so exciting. There's a visitor center. We're going to stop at that visitor center first because we're actually ahead of schedule. That's one thing I feel like you just never know with like stuff like this is that like how long things can take, right? There can be delays. Like, so our first time out today, we pulled in plenty of time. We got up super early and it paid off because we're ahead of schedule. So we are walking down to the visitor center first and then we get to tour the White House. This is pretty epic. These tours have been closed for a while, just different administrations, you know, do things differently. So, but now we go tour the White House. So we're getting in the security line to go tour inside the White House. So exciting. And you can't bring any bags. So that's the only thing is like we had to come down here with literally just like our phones. And like I have my ID and that's it. So I'll have to like find food and water later.
Oh my gosh, that was so cool.
We just got done with probably one of the best tours that we have ever done in Washington, D.C. You can't just like schedule this like online. So we live in the state of Florida. We had to go through our congressman to request it. The FBI experience, you guys. Woo. It was amazing, amazing, amazing. Highly, highly recommend. So if you're going to be coming to DC, bringing your family to DC, you definitely want to put that one on your list. And then just Google how, like I said, Florida, we had to go through a congressman, find out what it's like in your state. But it's not just something that you can walk into. You got to get like a security clearance thing and stuff through your local officials. But do
Lots of agents there who had really good stories to tell of their time in the FBI, all the different cases.
like best tour yet.
Yeah.
100%.
This is the actual Wright flyer by the Wright brothers. They just replaced the fabric.
We got a little later start today as we were all tired from a busy day in DC. We headed down to the metro station to jump on the train and head back into the National Mall area. And look who's driving us there.
No, you can't drive with just with him. No, you have to have a driver that's 21 or older. Yeah.
It's 18. It's 18.
Oh, 18, maybe.
I don't know. I'd have to look. But I know for sure it's not.
Kiss and Ride bus exits. What? Why is there a ride that's called Kiss?
It's basically like a kiss and ride would be like you drop them off and you leave. It's not like where you can park. It's kind of.
That's where you basically kiss them. Oh wait, hold on.
No, not that way. It says don't enter.
He knows where it is going. The machine knows. Stop
how to drive. Told him to pull through if he can. So let's see how good of a job he does parking. Oh, there you go. Good job, buddy. It's okay. Go a little further. Stop. Except he parked on the line, so he's gonna kind of readjust. So it's good. Learning how to do all the little things. Or he's just gonna park there. That's okay. Well, I'd say that's a better park job. We've got a little space on each line. A little more over there than over here, but we're still not technically on the line. So there's no cars between us. What are we doing today?
So DC day 2. Today, we don't have any like tours actually scheduled. So we're gonna hop on the metro again because seriously, public transportation, you guys, is like the best thing since sliced bread. And then we're gonna head in, we're gonna meet up with our friends, elementary explorers. And then I think we might divide and conquer, but the really cool thing about today, I take it back, we do have a tour scheduled tonight. And this is going to be epic. We're gonna do something we've never done before. So you're gonna have to stay tuned and we'll share more about that in just a little bit. But first, let's go hop on the metro.
All right, good job driving, buddy. Lock her up and need a high five. It's getting so big.
No, we're having an awesome time exploring DC, but let's be real, finding a good RV campsite near big cities or popular spots like this can be tough. And that's why we wanted to share this update from our friends over at rv.com, because their new feature makes it super easy to lock in those hard to get reservations without a membership. Now, here's how it works. You're gonna pay just $5 for a 30-day scan that's going to recheck every 2 minutes. And if you want RV to auto book that dream spot for you, even while you sleep, it's just $20 for the first night plus $5 per additional night. And then you don't need a subscription, no stress. They still have the yearly membership option for those of you like us who have seen just how well RV works and you want this in your RV campground tool belt. Now, RV is going to search multiple booking systems at once, saving you hours of time. From national parks to private resorts, RV helps you find the perfect spot fast. You can try the free Speed Search Hub to compare over 258,000 campsites across platforms like Reserve America and Recreation.gov. And when you find one you love, book it directly. And if it's sold out, turn on the sold out scan and let RV keep checking and even auto book when it opens up. We have scored incredible sites using RV. You can give it a try today. Visit gratefulglamper.com/RV or click the link below. And thanks to RV for sponsoring this video. So welcome to Washington, DC. This is the National Mall area and there's so much to do and see right here for free. So all of the Smithsonian museums are free. You just got to make sure that you go during their hours of operation. They do close a little early for us, being about 5:30. So you want to make sure that you get down here in plenty of time, but you want to take in all of the sites, all of the memorials. This is our 3rd time here. We still have not done it all. So we're gonna show you some great things to maybe potentially put on your list if you've done it, if you've not. And then let us know in the comments, have you been down here and what's your absolute favorite DC must-do, must-see activities? Let's get going.
Can't believe she's holding it up. She's holding it up. Oh yeah, there she is. She's holding it with her hands. The whole national monument.
All right, so the museum's 3 floors, and where we came in, we're actually on the 2nd floor. So this is floor 2. There's a floor beneath and a floor above. Now, Lincoln's hat is on the 3rd floor, so up one in the American Presidency exhibit, which is right next door to the First Ladies exhibit, where they have all of like the First Ladies' inaugural gowns and stuff like that. So I definitely want to get up there But I think, here's the map. I think let's go ahead and let's start on the 3rd floor. Let's just go straight for the hat.
Abraham Lincoln's hat. Wow.
Through fear is fear itself. Nameless, unreasoning, unjustified terror which paralyzes needed efforts to convert, retreat into this country.
All right, Mr. President.
After visiting the American History Museum, we needed dinner, so we found a quick service pizza place, which was perfect for a quick bite to eat before starting our next exciting tour.
This looks so
Good, look at that.
Look at that.
Very nice.
So we're here at the Jefferson Memorial now. We have done something today that we've never done before, and that is we are taking a Monuments by Night tour. So the sun's not quite set just yet. It's on its way down. This is our second stop on our tour. So we stop at the Capitol building, we're here at the Jefferson Memorial, and we're going to keep going. And obviously as the sun sets, we're going to have a spectacular view of some of these monuments at night. So the other thing I just love about DC is the planes.
Oh yeah, they're right there.
Just kidding, it's not the planes. Although there are planes. But just that, as an American, if you have never come to Washington, D.C., you need to put this on your travel list. There's so much important information about just how our country began, where it all started, from just the museums, taking you through all of the wars that have been fought to keep us free and to be able to enjoy the freedom that we have today, the freedom to travel, the freedom to have free speech, all of the freedoms that we enjoy. You really start to gain more of an appreciation of that when you come to these places and you really start to take in what it took to get us to where we are. So definitely put DC on your bucket list. Let's go into the Jefferson Memorial. These pillars are absolutely enormous. So our tour guide let us know that there's 26 pillars for the 26 states, I guess is what he was saying, that were like there at the time of Jefferson's death. But these things are huge. Look at how big they are. Impressive. So I think one of the most impactful quotes that was in there was a quote, and I probably won't get it right, so I'll put it down here, but about God that gave us life, God that gave us liberty, and can we continue to experience this level of liberty and freedom if we don't have the conviction of the God who gave it to us? So I think that that was just an amazing quote, very profound, definitely resonated with me, and it's a really cool place. We're at the Iwo Jima Memorial, and just right across from here is the Arlington Cemetery. Now, we went to the Arlington Cemetery when we were here in DC 3 years ago now this summer. Man, I'm just telling you, like, there is just something that you feel in your chest when you start to go to some of these memorials and you really start to realize the gravity and just the sacrifice of what all of this really means, right? It's very interesting. Our tour guide is an immigrant from Africa, and so his native language is French, so of course he has an accent. And you can just tell, like, the way he talks about this country, right? Like, that there's no place like this on earth. And so it's just, it's an amazing thing when you're here and you're experiencing it. And that is, again, just goes to why we live this lifestyle, to be able to come and have these experiences and prioritize these experiences, because this is something that, you know, I will take for the rest of my life. Our kids will take this through the rest of their lives. And then the other thing too is, you know, when they're learning about history, it just all becomes more real. It's a different feeling and a different passion that you start to dive into things with when you've had a chance to experience things firsthand. So one thing that I really love about our setup is no matter where we are staying, right? Whether we're staying in DC, whether we're staying in Virginia, whether we're staying at the Glamper Hideaway, we're getting the same sleep quality night in and night out because we have our mattress from rvmattress.com, which is by Brooklyn Bedding. And so we have Brooklyn Bedding / RV mattresses everywhere we sleep. So whether we're at the Hideaway or whether we're in our RV, that is what we are using for sleep. Because we love them so much, we've partnered with them because we really truly believe in the product that they provide. You can save 30% now. That just changed. I had to remember, wait a minute, we just changed that with them. You can get 30% off with our code. So all of that will be in the description for you below. You definitely want to check it out.
Today we are headed back into our nation's capital, literally. We get to go tour the actual Capitol building, where today our legislative branch is in session. Next up, we decided to visit the White House Experience, where we could cool off in the air conditioning and explore more about how the day-to-day happens in the White House itself.
So we are downtown Washington, D.C. right now. It is the 4th of July. You'll be watching this afterwards, but happy Independence Day, late. If you are a veteran, thank you for your service, keeping us free. If you know a veteran, you should thank a veteran. Anyway, lots of increased police presence we're noticing, which is great. Everybody feels very, very safe. Part of the reason that we wanted to come down here, it's almost 5 o'clock, because at 5 o'clock today, something interesting is happening, and that is there is a flyover happening because of the big beautiful bill, as it's been termed in the news, that was passed. And so the president asked for a flyover at 5 p.m. because that's what time he's supposed to be signing the bill. So we came down here early, hopefully to catch the flyover, and then we're gonna go try to stake out a spot to watch the fireworks later today. So this has been a bucket list thing, and that's the wonderful thing about this lifestyle. Just the bucket list things, right? The trips that you want to do. But is there any better place to watch the fireworks on the 4th of July than in our nation's capital of Washington, D.C.? I mean, really? If there is, you're going to have to let me know in the comments, because I can't think of a better place. So anyway, we'll see if we can catch a flyover here shortly.
Wow. Yeah. Beautiful. Wow. Dang, that's cool.
We did the same thing.
Yeah, all of you did the same.
Oh, the people here at the National Mall.
Wait,
Well, hi.
America!
There's nothing like watching fireworks light up the sky over the Washington Monument on the 4th of July. Sitting on the National Mall, surrounded by history and freedom, it's impossible not to feel a deep sense of gratitude for this country, for those who've sacrificed to protect it, and for the freedom we often take for granted. To all who have served and are serving, thank you.
absolutely crazy right now in the aftermath. So we're all walking down to the metro.
USA.
And we are trying to like make sure that we stay together. So we have a contingency plan should anybody get separated, but we're trying to stay together, and then we'll see how how crowded it is down at the metro or not. Either way, whatever happens, it was totally worth it.
Yikes. Big yikes.
Looney Tunes!
The nice thing is like you don't move very far. Maybe it's too much.
So while we've been here in the Washington, D.C. area, we have stayed at a campground that we have not stayed at before. So the last 2 times that we were in this area, we actually stayed at a KOA. And here's the thing, campgrounds in this particular area, they're not really like plentiful. And of course, you're not going to get anything like in DC. So we're on the outskirts. We'd be just a little bit north of DC. We're in an area called College Park, Maryland.
So very nice campground with lots of RV sites, lots of activities to do.
Here's the deal. I price compared this campground with the KOA because we'd stayed there before. We knew what we were going to get. And thankfully our friends that we've been traveling with, they've stayed here and they're like, no, you guys, seriously, this is the better campground here at Cherry Hill RV.
Just all sorts of different type of camping. You've got tent camping, plenty of room for Class A's, fifth wheels, off-site parking if you need to park your trailer or dolly or anything.
I'm really glad that we listened to them and stayed here and took their suggestion to stay here. There's almost like 2 sides too. I guess at some point, like this whole area used to be a trailer park, and then they bought it out and were able to expand the campground. So there's like literally a bathhouse on almost like every corner of like the little streets that are around here. So it's really easy to find the bathhouse you need. One thing this campground has that I am so thankful for is they have recycling.
So you've got 3 things for trash. You bring your trash to, and then a recycle bin, which is awesome. Charity's a happy camper with that. She's been saving up all the recycle.
I feel like it's so hard to find recycling at these campgrounds, y'all. And that is something that if I just had more time, man, that would be an initiative I would totally take on. But anyway, they got it here. Love that they have that. They've got so many activities. So they've got 2 different pools. They have a cafe with ice cream. You can even have dinner from the cafe ordered to your campsite. So you come in, you set up, maybe it's been a long travel day. You can have dinner ordered right to your campsite. And then they've got a nice equipped like little general store that has anything that maybe you forget or maybe you just don't want to go into town. Now we've been going with the metro every day. So it's about a 20-minute drive to the nearest metro station. That'll take you all the way into DC and further. So public transportation in this area is absolutely amazing. All right, I'm going to walk a little bit more up here. And then I got a few more things I want to tell you that are pretty awesome.
So this is the clubhouse area. Pool.
Oh my god! I am soaking wet! But was it refreshing?
It was refreshing.
Up in this next area of the campground, they have what they call premium tent sites. But here's the cool thing, you guys. These tent sites have like their own little gazebo and everything. So if you want to come up here and you want to just like tent camp, there's still like a really nice area. They have like electrical, like, you know, so you can plug in whatever things you got. You got a little like dishwashing station and everything. But you get your own gazebo. So you can like, you know, little gazebo, picnic, have your, you know, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever up there. It's really, really, really cool.
Look at that. It's a bike work stand.
So I've never seen this at a campground before, but this is amazing. You got like all sorts
All
of
the
little
tools you need.
wrenches and tools and things like that to work on your bike.
And then you have air over there.
Air.
So
This campground, oh my gosh. Guys, this is the most amazing campground that we've ever stayed at. And I am not saying that like lightly or tongue in cheek. There's so many things about this campground. They're so amazing.
Now, this isn't the cheapest campground, but it's one of the nicer campgrounds I've been in, with lots of activities. Got some playground over here, big playground, decent parking in front of the RVs, and then here's our campground.
So they also have yurts, they have cabins, and they actually have a cottage.
They're not too far from the highway, but they've done a good job on blocking out, you know, with trees and everything, so you can't really see the highway. The sound really isn't too bad when you're in your RV.
So they actually also have a ballroom here, which I guess for them is a big venue for weddings. So they'll have a lot of people that will come here. Like the wedding party will stay over in like the cottage area, and then they have their wedding over like in the ballroom area. So
hello. Whoa, that's pretty. Thank you everybody for coming. It's great to see everybody here tonight. We come to renew our vows.
we should do that. But
We should actually. And will you marry me again?
All over.
Oh.
Not only is this a really cool just like campground with lots and lots of different amenities and different styles of camping, but it's also like an event center with a built-in campground, which is pretty cool. All right. So here's something else, and this is part of the reason why we stayed at this particular campground. So if you've been following the channel, you know that our wonderful RV dog that has been our companion for really the last 7 years that we've been living the RV life recently passed away. However, our friends that we're traveling with still have their dog, and at the time we made this reservation to come here, we had no really inkling or no knowledge that we would be here without Alaska. We planned to be here with him. This campground has dog walking services. So let me tell you, if you are a campground owner and you're watching this video, please, please, please consider implementing these services into your campground. Here you just scan a QR code that brings up a web page. It goes through the campground. So the dog walkers are actually work campers. There's people staying here, work camping, and dog walking is one of the open positions for work camping. So if you sign up for dog walking, then you have a dog walker that will come to your RV, grab your puppy, take them for a walk, let them do their business, come back, make sure they've got food and water and that the ACs are on. And it is $20 for 20 minutes. So great service that they provide. They can come check on your dog multiple times a day if you need to, which is great for DC. And that's part of the reason we stayed at this campground, was because our friends that we're traveling with needed that service for us to be able to go into the city and not worry about the puppy back at the RV. So the other thing is, maybe you're a teenager or something like that. You got a teenager, your full-time family, might be a good opportunity for summer work, just saying. So I also just noticed something else walking around this evening that I didn't notice before about this campground. So they've got like pretty much everything when it comes to activities, right? You've got a pickleball court, you have mini golf, you got a gaga ball pit, you got playgrounds everywhere, pool, the whole 9 yards. This is the first time that I have seen this, and that is concrete cornhole boards. So you know that they've measured off the distance. This is like regulation cornhole right here, and they're pretty serious because these are made of concrete. Kind of interesting, but also looks fun.
Well, hey there, why are you sitting down there?
Because class is going to soon be in session. So the other cool thing here is that if you're a DC newbie, you've never done this before, they actually have a class every day at 4 o'clock. So they're going to walk you through things like how to use the metro system, or maybe some of the must-sees if you only have a few days here, and best ways to get there, different potential tours that are available. Do you or don't you need tickets for things? What costs, what doesn't? All of your DC do's and don'ts. There's a little mini class at 4 o'clock, and they'll go over all of that so you can go into DC and feel like a pro.
if we don't have that conviction.
So you're walking too fast. Okay, you're walking way too fast. There you go. Keep going.
I know. Dakota.
Go ahead, keep going.
Dakota.
All right,
Keep going.
Got anything back?
Oh no, we're going out of the shade.
Oh, gotcha.
It's just gonna be great.
It was weird. It was awkward.
Well, no, it's going in the shade. So,
Oh, okay.
anyways,
Do I need to?
go ahead. Okay. Somewhere in this building is Lincoln's hat, right? Somewhere in this building is Lincoln's hat, right? Oh, okay. Oh, you told him where it was. Okay.
If you missed last week's episode, be sure to check it out and find out where this RV adventure began. And don't forget to subscribe because we've got even more epic travel stops coming your way. See you on the road. I want to let you know, if you want to come travel with us, we've got just the opportunity for you. We just opened up reservations to join us on a cruise next spring in 2026. And this is not just any cruise. This is an RV YouTuber meetup cruise, and you can join us and our friends Phil and Stacy from Today is Sunday, Chad and Tara from Changing Lanes, Joe and Rachel from Two Crazy Campers, and Howard and Caitlin from New State Nomads. There's going to be a lot of fun to be had with all of our friends and fellow travelers. You can learn more and reserve your cabin with a small deposit at gratefulglamper.com/cruise. And trust me, this cruise will sell out quick. It's going to be the most popular cruise of the year, so you want to book your cabin as soon as possible.